Drugstore brands say that they are inclusive, but are they really? Today I'm testing out some newly released drugstore makeup on who did it better. Who really included deeper skin tones? I'm testing out this makeup from Covergirl, Milani, e.l.f. and Maybelline. Like, who really made sure that they included us deeper skin women, us chocolate skin tones? I'm talking about the shade range, the undertones, whether the bronzer and the blushes really pay off. Do these products actually show up, or are they leaving us looking ashy? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which brands showed up and which ones didn't. Who did it better? e.l.f., Milani, Covergirl, or Maybelline, and maybe even a little revolution in there. So I'm gonna get started with the video, guys. I hope this is something that you're interested in. I'll see you at the end of the video. I created this beautiful glam using one side of Covergirl and one side of Milani. Hello my precious jewels, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, makeup reviews, first impressions, and all things beauty, then you come to the right channel. In today's video, I'm doing a trying new makeup video slash who did it better. So I've been testing out this new makeup from Covergirl, Milani, e.l.f., Maybelline, a little revolution. So I have a few different products today I want to test and see who did it better in my opinion. When I say who did it better, I mean like which one shows up more. That's the most important thing to me, like which one shows up on my complexion. Also the blendability, how it looks on the skin, if it accentuates the pores. So I'm going to be testing out all of these products today, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts on these products. I've been wanting to spend more time testing out products, just, you know, besides giving you guys like a quick once over, I really wanted to wear these products and test them out with other products to see how they wear. So today that's what we're doing. So I already have my eyes done. I'm actually testing out this eyeshadow as well. This is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions Edit in dark. I wanted to see if this breaks out my eyes because I've been having an issue trying to figure out what is breaking me out from his brand. So that's what we're doing with that. But yeah, so the eyes are done. My primer is on. I have on the primer from Milk Makeup. So the primer we're not reviewing. I just really want to review these Milani bronzers, Milani blushes. I have some of Milani's older blushes. We're going to test those out as well. I have the e.l.f. concealer, the new one, Soft Glam Concealer. I have the Maybelline Lifter Concealer. I have the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Concealers. I also have the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Bronzer and Blush. So we're going to test these products out with a few other ones just to see what looks better on the skin, what's actually complementary to deeper skin tones. So what products work well on deeper skin. That's what we're testing out today. Hopefully this is something that you guys are interested in seeing, and you will stay tuned for the video. I'm just going to get started. Like I said, I have my base on and I have my eyes done. I am going to, I guess I'm going to start with the mascara because we're going to be putting lashes on. So let me start with the mascara. I have two mascaras that I've been actually loving. So I have the Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions, and I also have the Revolution Wrap Lash. I'm going to try both of them on my eyes, and we're going to see which one we like the most. So they're both tubing mascaras, and they both actually do come off pretty well. Oops, look at a mistake I made. They both actually give length, or the illusion of length, to the eyes. Well, to the lashes. I don't know if you can see that. And you can build it up, like if you want more than one coat, you can do that. So that's what the one eye of the Milani is looking like, and we're gonna try this Revolution Wrap Lash. I've been loving this. This is gonna be a kind of quick video, guys. I'm just trying to make up my mind whether or not these are a waste of my money. Like, does somebody in my complexion family need to buy these products? Because I'm on the fence about them. I was like, I gotta test these out and see side by side which one is the best. Like, who did it better? Which brand is really inclusive? Okay, so that's the difference. This one is like a little bit longer. Like, you see a little more length and definition on this side, but it could be because maybe those lashes are a little bit longer, but this one looks like it curls a little bit more. Like, if you look at it, no, they look about the same. I like both of them. Yeah, I'm gonna give you an update at the end, but so far I like them both. I'm gonna put a foundation on. This is the Maybelline Plump and Glow foundation in shade 367. This is the shade that we're using today. That is it. I changed shades. I had 368. 368 was a little bit dark for me. I'm gonna use this brush. This is a Morphe V100 brush. So let's put this on. I like this foundation. This foundation came out early this year and I'm loving it. It's so good. It feels like water going on your skin, but I think this was a perfect color. The 368 was a little bit dark, I think. Or was this one a dark one? One of them was dark. It has a nice amount of coverage. It's not like super full, but it's a beautiful everyday foundation. I know I never usually come on with my eyes done and all of that, but I wanted to make this really about the products that we're testing, which is better. And if you guys like the concept of this video, then we're gonna be doing more, because I have a lot more like products that are very similar, and I want to just do some who did it better or high-end versus affordable. But this is all gonna be affordable makeup. Well, these few products are just so hot right now that I was like, I gotta test this out. So this is what our foundation looks like. I think this was my perfect shade, guys. I think the other one I already have it bagged up to take it to UPS. I just haven't gotten back there yet, and I forgot it when I went. This is what our foundation is looking like. I'm a little swollen today, guys. It is that time of the month, so please bear with me if I look a little puffy. I think that looks really good on the skin. This is really gorgeous. Plump and glow. It definitely gives a nice smoothness to the skin, whether you have a primer on or not. Like, I've worn it both ways and I really enjoy it. So I do like the shade. Let me know what you think about the shade. But I did review this on the channel, and everything that I use, guys, will be linked and listed below. So I actually have the Maybelline Lifter Concealer, and I have the e.l.f. Soft Glam Concealer. So I'm going to use one on one side and one on the other. I'm still on the fence about this. This is only $5, but I actually like the coverage of it. I'm going to test it more under the eyes, because we already know it's going to work well on the face. Now, I've not worn the e.l.f. This has like a weird, like, short, fat doe foot applicator, but it still gives you what you need. So I wanted this to be like something that was very similar in color. This one is a little more yellow, and this one is more of a peachy tone. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down my nose, and it's really gonna be like the same concept of me using two different shades like I like to do. And I'm gonna put this up here and down here, and we're gonna see what we think is best. The Maybelline Lifter is down on my chin and my forehead, which I feel like I need a little bit more. They're both like medium to full coverage, and I'm gonna put this here. And then we'll blend it out and see. I'm not gonna put a cream bronzer on. I'm gonna put a powder bronzer on, because I wanna see if these bronzers are showing up on my face. I have two brand new Angie Hot and Flashy brushes. I'm only using these new ones because we have two different concealers, and I wanna blend them out and show you what they look like. So I'm gonna start here first. So that blends out really nicely. It has like a stickiness to the formula, but it does give a nice amount of brightness and a nice amount of coverage. But if you could see, it's already like creasing. I think the formula is super dry. Now this one is a little more creamy, same kind of coverage. I don't know if you can see how this one is just a little more creamy under the eye, and it doesn't accentuate the creases as much as the other side. But I do have, you know, creasing under my eyes. I have oily textured skin, but it's also mature skin. And this side is where I have a dark area right here. So I like to put a little bit of extra product right there. I don't know if you can see that, but I see it. So I'm gonna just continue to blend this a little bit and make it a little more seamless. Now this color was a little ashy, the shade, but it has nothing to do with the formula. It's my fault the shade is a little ashy, because I picked these shades. I always like something a lot lighter, just to give me some depth. I'm gonna burn this out. I mean, the e.l.f. definitely blends out nicely. It kind of goes in very, very seamlessly. And I put e.l.f. here. And I can tell because the e.l.f. is more orangey. It's more peach tone. Now, I'm going to switch and I'm going to go into the Maybelline. And my suggestions are only based on how a product works on my oily, textured, mature skin. That's the only way that I can, you know, give you my thoughts. I can't base it off of somebody else's opinion on a product. Only what it does on my skin. That blends out really nicely. I'm just gonna go around the edges and just blend out everything into the foundation so it can be seamless. And then I'm gonna let you know my thoughts on the concealer. So far, I feel like the coverage on this concealer looks the same. Now this eye is my more textured eye. And I have, now it's a little creasy right there. I don't know, like they both, this one has like a little more creasing. But we're gonna really be able to tell once I set it down with powder. Oh, wrong brush, this brush. Okay, I'm gonna go into blushes. Now I do have 2 orange blushes. I tried to match the shades as much as I can. So this is the Covergirl True Blend Skin Enhancer. And then I have the Milani. This is like a coral and this is more orangey. So we're gonna use these and see which one did it better. But this is an older product from Milani. It's not new. This is newer, but I wanted to match the colors so when I do the powders, which are like the newer formulas, that it kind of looks as close as it can, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna start with this and I'm just gonna take it with this brush and tap it on. Now to me, I think that these formulas are very light. These CoverGirl formulas. And I know that they have deeper shades. One of you guys was like, oh, they have deeper shades. But if those deeper shades are not the shades that I prefer on my skin, you know, I don't necessarily want all of my shades to be like dark, rosy tones. I like peaches and pinks. That's just what I like for my skin. So I appreciate that they did make deeper shades, but I want the shades that I want to wear to work on my skin. And if one brand doesn't make it, somebody else does. So Juvia's Place showed us that they can make just about any color work on deeper skin. So I think that's actually very pretty. Nicely pigmented. It gives a nice like kind of rosiness to the skin, but it's like a peachy orange. I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna go into this Milani Coral Crush. You know what? I actually think that this Nude Kiss might be better. Let's see. Actually, yeah. Nude Kiss actually looks closer. This one is more orangey, but Nude Kiss gives a similar feel. So I think the other one would have been too red. So that's what we're going to use. And it looks gorgeous on the skin. Both of them look really nice. Now, of course, the Milani is a little more emollient and maybe slightly more pigmented, but they both look nice on the skin. And from what I can see, neither one of them is accentuating the pores. So I do like that. I reviewed this on the channel when it first came out. But yeah, so both sides is looking pretty good. I'm going to take a powder and set the under eyes with it in the face. But so far, the skin actually looks really good. I'm going to use this Infallible Blurfection. This is the translucent shade. That's what the shade looks like. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swatch those 2 blushes so you can see the difference. I just really want to set these under eyes. See the creasing under there? Yeah, I think that was an issue that I had the first time I tried it. So this has creasing too, but it's more like product. It's weird because this eye looks more, they both look dry. They both look dry, but it's all good. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna put this light shade. So that's what our powder is looking like. It looks very ghostly, but that's okay. Trust the process. And this is the Infallible Deep Dark. I think it's Deep Dark. That's the darker shade. This is what the shade looks like. It definitely adds a nice amount of warmth to the face. And this is a very blurring, finely milled setting powder. I really love this Blurfection from L'Oreal. So lightweight. So that's what we have so far. I'm going to swatch these 2 shades. This is the CoverGirl Radiant Peach. And this is the Milani Nude Kiss. So this one is more of a pinky kind of color. But they both look Very similar on the cheeks. Like, you're not going to be able to tell, I don't think, what the difference is once all the makeup is on. We just want to see what shows up, what blends out nicely, what shades work better for the deeper skin tone. So like I said, I'm going to take this powder. This is my Flower Beauty powder, which I love, and Flower Beauty went out of business. I hope you guys don't mind this short video, but this one is going to be shorter than normal because we're just testing out these products to see what looks better. So I'm going to do the under eye real fast. I'm going to use this white pencil from NYX, the NYX Epic. And I want to say this is cool. Yeah, pure white. I love this white pencil. It shows up so nicely. Let's start with the bronzers because that's why we're really testing this out, because I have these two bronzers and I want to see what is really showing up on my skin. Are they worth the money? Like, should I keep these or should I get rid of them? This is shade number 3 from Milani. Milani 03 Capri Copper. So let's see. This is one of the reasons why I did not put any cream bronzer on, because I didn't want it to show through. I wanted to see if this shows up at all. Like, are these something that I'm going to be taking back to the store, or do they actually show up? This is shade number 3. Actually, guys, I do see it. I didn't think that I saw it before. I couldn't tell because I had the cream bronzer on. So I was like, is that showing up? But I think it is. It looks really, really pretty. So I'm going to put this up here, see if it gives us some warmth. Because I really want to know, like, the Milani versus the Covergirl. Which one actually shows up better on deeper skin tones? Or shows up at all and blends in and is complementary to our complexion? Because we know if shade 3 is working on me, then shade 4 is definitely gonna show up. But we're just gonna put shade 4 on top of this one because why not? We want to see if it works. This is actually really, really, really gorgeous, guys. Do you see how beautiful that is on the skin? Oh, I love that. That is so good. Look at the difference. So before I put shade 4 on, I want to put this CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer on the other side. So let's see. So this is what the face looks like before we put the bronzer on from CoverGirl. We're going to give a nice dip into it. This is shade 330 Sweet Espresso. This one is definitely warmer, but you can definitely see this one as well. This one is more neutral, and this is the bronzer that they're saying is a dupe for Hourglass, which it actually is in some ways. But what I can tell you that this does on me that Hourglass does not, this actually shows up. See, so it's the same kind of marbleized formula, but this is actually good. So it's not as warm, but it actually is showing up. I'm just gonna do it a little bit more. Now this one, to me, I don't know if it's like a little splotchy because it has so much of a metallic. It has a lot of shimmer in it, like a lot of glittery particles to me, but it still looks good. Okay, good. I knew I had to do a video showing these new affordable drugstore makeup releases, and I'm sure a lot of you guys that watched the video was like, is that really showing up? Because I know that's what I was saying, like, is it showing up or is it not showing up? So now we can see that it actually does show up, which is wonderful. I love that. So good. Definitely different looks. This one is more warm than this side. This one is more of a neutral everyday, and that's exactly the feeling that I had when I tried it. Now, what I will say is, because this one has a lot of luminosity in it, and this one actually has some luminosity too, but it's really a smoother, more even formula, but they both look nice. We're gonna now bronze my nose. I'm gonna bronze with this. This is my A20. I actually have, I think I have 2 backups of this, and I have 2 packs of this open already. I bought 4. Like, I really love this brush set from Makeup by Ariel and Morphe. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that metallicness of the metallic like shine on the nose, but it's definitely, oh my god, that looks so good. It looks so good, guys. We didn't finish the under eyes yet, so that's why the eyes look a little weird, but I like it. I'm gonna use this brush by Morphe. This is the Morphe M332, and I'm gonna use the Milani. This is still shade number 3. Now this shade is a little redder. It has more red tones in it. Definitely warmer than the Covergirl. Nice. I like that. Let's do the under eye real fast. I'm gonna use both mascaras on the waterline. Yeah, so this is the Milani highly rated lash extensions. I didn't really want to do any smokiness under my eyes because I wanted to. Let me show you the other one. Then I'm going to show you both wands so you can see the difference. I think the wands are actually kind of similar, but this formula is a little more wet. The Milani formula is a little more wet. So to me, the under eye looks about the same with both of them. I think the formulas are very similar. So this is the Revolution wand, and this is the Milani wand. So Revolution's wand is a little thicker. It has multi-dimensional size bristles on it, and so does this one. Is more cone shaped, and it has smaller bristles. I think this one, the Milani, allows it to get every lash, but both of them to me pick up every lash. I love the fact that I can wear both of these formulas without anything else, and you can see that I have the little bit of lashes that they give me, so I do like that. So let's do the blushes now. I'm excited that our bronzer actually is showing up on our face. That makes me super happy. I actually have 4 shades of the Covergirl Skin Enhancer blushes, but I'm going to use 2 of the shades, and I'm going to use these 2 shades that I have from Milani because I'm still on the fence about whether or not I like their blushes. I'm using Dulce Pink and I'm using Luminoso. Those are the Milani shades that I'm using. I'm using the Covergirl Skin Enhancer Please Please Pink and the Rose Latte. So to me, I think both of these will actually complement the other 2 shades, in my opinion. So we're going to see. So I'm going to start with Dulce Pink. It was so glowy the other day. I was like, this is too much. And I wanted to see if this actually accentuates the pores or if it kind of keeps it blurred. Like, so both formulas have luminosity to it. This one I think has a little more of a metallic kind of look to it. It's actually pretty gorgeous on the skin. Now you have to be very careful when you set this formula with a setting spray, right? Like, you have to go into it with a more matte setting spray than a dewy setting spray. That formula is actually gorgeous on the cheeks. Now, I'm not going to have this on for a long time. Right now it is 7:40, so I'm going to say I'm going to have it on until about 11 o'clock, but it's gorgeous on the skin. And this is shade 05 Luminoso. We're going to put it just like we did the other night because I like to give a little like dimension and light to the cheeks. So to me, I think that's very pretty. I think these formulas are actually gorgeous. Now I'm gonna take my other blush brush. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Please Please Pink first, just like we did with the Dulce Pink. This formula is more blurring, but it also does have slight luminosity in it. Look at that. That is very, very pretty. See how gorgeous that is? The formulas are actually very similar. This one is more mattified and more blurring, but it does have a nice amount of luminosity. So if you're a person that likes a more matte kind of look, then that's what you're gonna want. You're gonna want this because this is gonna give you a nice blurred look. And I think this actually is gonna last a little bit longer than this one because it's more mattifying. Okay, we're gonna go into Rose Latte and we're gonna put this here. Very nice. You guys know I've been loving these Morphe powders, right? And then I have the e.l.f. powders that I've been loving also. Now, I can't find the older shade that I have of this, but I actually bought a new shade. I was on the fence about whether or not I was going to keep it, but clearly I am because I can't find my other shade. So I have this shade. So we're going to use this on this side of the face because we have the e.l.f. concealer. So we're going to use this on this side of the face, the e.l.f. products. And we're going to use the Morphe products on this side of the face. I'm going to take my concealer brush and I'm going to go into this powder. This is the Morphe Cloud Light powder in the shade Sunrise. I just like these powders to give brightness and also to smooth out certain areas. So I feel like, now this powder is definitely not a coverage kind of powder. It doesn't give any brightness. It just gives a really beautiful glow to the skin. I'm gonna take the darker shade. I really want to put my Fenty powder on to give some brightness under the eye. And I think I just may do that because I'm not feeling happy about that. I'm gonna use this shade. This is the peach shade. Let me see. This might actually be a little dark, but I do have brighter shades. I love this powder. And I know this is not part of this, but I need a little more coverage under my eyes. That's just my opinion. Yeah, you see the difference? Like it's major. It's major. Let me try the e.l.f. powder in the shade Light Warm. I don't even understand where my other powder went. I know it's on this desk somewhere. That's how much stuff I have on this desk. I love this e.l.f. powder from when it first came out. Even though it had a shimmer to it, I want to go into the Fenty powder and even up the look. But if you look at the makeup, it looks very bright under this eye. Like this one actually had more brightness and more coverage. But I still want to put this peachy tone under here because I just need it. I need it to look uniform. Do you see how that Fenty powder just really does everything that I need it to do? And when I say that, I mean it smooths out the line of demarcation. It just makes everything blend in so beautifully. I'm gonna try this darker shade of the e.l.f. powder. I hope this is not the same shade that I have already. This is the Halo Glow powder in Deep Neutral. I'm not sure if this is the shade that I have. It could be. Alright, we're gonna just... So do you see the shade? So this powder has like a really metallic kind of look to it, but I still like it. So far, I think the skin looks really good. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer a little bit more. And now that we know that the bronzer is actually showing up, I'm gonna go into the darker shade so you can see what the darker shade can add. This is shade number 4. Now this is more of a flat shade. It doesn't have as much dimension as shade number 3 has. Let me show you. See how this one has more dimension and this one is like a little more of a flat kind of shade. That's all right. We're gonna use this and I just want you to see what it does. That it actually does show up on the skin. Because some of us were on the fence about whether or not it was showing up. I know I was. One of you guys was like, return all of those bronzers. But they actually do show up. Now, yes, they could definitely come out with some deeper shades. Like at least 2 shades that are deeper. I have 2 highlighters, right? This is the Halo Glow Silky highlighter from e.l.f. And then we have the Catrice More Than a Glow highlighter. So These were two products that I have that are very similar in shade. So I wanted to test out the formulas because they're both affordable. So we're going to test out this one first. They're both like a kind of muted gold. So let's see. We're looking for tone, blendability, and what they do to the texture on the skin. So this, I think it's a very pretty shade. This one is called Beyond Golden Glow 030 from Catrice. So that's actually really pretty. But it's like a little chalky, and I think that's why I didn't really care about these, because I felt like they were like a little too chalky. But it's actually pretty on the skin. Okay, let's try this one. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is like the third shade that I bought. I think this comes in 4 shades. They're both like a yellowy champagne-y kind of color. This one looks like it has a little more of a golden tone to it. So let's see. I love that already. Do you see that? There's definitely a difference in the formula. It's beautiful and it's silky. That is actually gorgeous on the skin. Look at the difference. They're very, very similar, but I just put a little bit of this and I'm in love. That is gorgeous. Very pretty. I'm gonna take a little bit of this one and do an inner corner highlight with it. I like that. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the tip of my nose. I love that. That is gorgeous. I did bring out 2 lip balms. This is the Revolution Glossy Balm Stick, and this is the e.l.f. Glossy Balm Stick. I'm gonna try to do half and half. I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm gonna leave on what I have on, being that it's already a balm. I'll put the liner on after. So this is the shade Toffee Nude from Revolution. It's very creamy, very soft and creamy. I like the formula. I felt like it was a little more creamy than this one. Is called Truffle Maker. Okay, so looking at this, let me show you the 2 shades. The colors are different but similar on my lips. This is the e.l.f. and this is the Revolution. When you look at them on my lips, you can't tell the difference. So this one is a little thicker. This one is thinner and more glossy. The Revolution is glossy, but this one is glossier. They both feel comfortable on the lips. To me, I feel like the Revolution is a little softer in formula. It's not as soft as the Fenty formula, but it's softer, but I still like it. I'm gonna put a liner on. This is Trendsetter from Morphe. Yeah, the e.l.f. formula is definitely more glossy and silky. I'm just gonna put a lip balm on, and then I'm gonna quickly go over everything that we use on the face. I'm gonna spray my face. Let's use this. Let's use this Juvia's Place Ready Set Sealed Long Wear Continuous Fix and Set Ultra Matte and Waterproof Setting Spray. I know that seemed like a long spray, but like I explained in my last 2 videos that I used it in, it feels like nothing going on your skin, so you gotta press down hard to get the product to actually feel like it's going on your skin, if that makes sense, to feel any of the wetness. It leaves a beautiful finish on the skin. I guess I'll use this. This is the NYX Glow Job, the Jelly Job Gloss and Glow Job. It has a nice thick formula. It tastes like some kind of fruit, like cherries or something. I love the formula of this NYX Jelly Job. It's so nourishing, long lasting, and glossy. And the applicator is my favorite. It just makes it so easy to get your product out of the component, so it's good. Let me just put some earrings on, then I'll be back to give you my thoughts real fast on these products. Who did it best? Was it the Covergirl side, or was it the Milani side? I'm gonna come back and give you my thoughts, and yeah, I'm excited because I didn't think that this was gonna work out, but I'm excited. Okay, my precious jewels, I'm back, and this is our final look. You know, I forgot to put lashes on. That's how good the makeup was looking. I was like, oh my God, I forgot to put lashes on. So I have my lashes on, I have my earrings on. This is our completed look on who did it better. Is it the Covergirl side or is it the Milani side? So yes, we did include some other brands. We had e.l.f. in there, we have Maybelline in there, but I want to give you my thoughts on these products. To me, I think the makeup looks gorgeous on both sides of the face. Now, when you start to look up close, you can see like slight differences, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. So we started with the Maybelline foundation all over the face. I'm not talking about that foundation. That foundation is gorgeous. The color selection is really, really good. I love brands when they are inclusive and they think of every hue, you know, every complexion, everybody that might be wanting to purchase their products. When you have brands that don't include deeper skin tones or even lighter skin tones, I really don't know what lighter skin tone people go through because I'm not one of them, but I know what we as deeper skin women go through, and a lot of times they are not the right undertones, the right shades. I just wanted to test out whether or not these products show up on our deeper skin, and I was really on the fence about it. Like I said earlier in the video, are these products really showing up? Like, am I seeing this or am I not seeing it? So let me tell you who I think did it better. Let me just say this one thing too before I go any further. On my eyes, I have this Patrick Ta for Eyes Major Dimension Essential Artistry Edit eyeshadow palette in the shade Deep. This is what the shades look like. So I actually used 4 of the shades in the palette. Something simple. I love these. I'm really hoping that this is not what's breaking out my eyes, because do you see how gorgeous and glam this makeup came out? Even with this hair being back in a low ponytail, the makeup looks gorgeous, guys. So yeah, this is Patrick Ta. It's not affordable. It wasn't really part of who did it better, but I'm loving that palette. You may see it up against something that I have coming very soon. We're going to talk about the concealer. I have the Maybelline concealer and I have the e.l.f. concealer. This is the e.l.f. Soft Glam Concealer, and this is the Maybelline Lifter Concealer, and I don't even know what shade this is. This is a serum concealer, so there are differences in this concealer. This one is definitely a little more moisturizing. They're both medium buildable coverage. These are both new to me. I did love this. I loved it so much that I bought a 3rd shade, and I actually picked up a 2nd shade of this one today. I'm gonna see how it holds up. Like I said, I'm gonna have this one for about 3 hours. 3 hours will give me enough time to see if it does anything, any more creasing under the eyes, but it actually does not look bad. For $5, you can't go wrong with this because it looks nice on both sides of the face. I like this one. I think this one is like $13. You get more product in this one. It's more creamy. They both look actually really nice. And if you saw me up close with my makeup done, you wouldn't be like, oh my God, what is going on with her face? You wouldn't be saying that. And hopefully it wouldn't be looking that way to you. I do have a little bit of creasing, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, I say both of them did a really good job. e.l.f. and Maybelline actually pulled it off. Now, I don't know about the wear of the e.l.f., but I know about the wear of the Maybelline, and I do like it. I've worn it several times. I have 3 shades of it, so I really do love it. Let's go into the Milani and the Covergirl blushes. It's so weird because I have the Milani blush that I used. It was Nude Kiss that I used against this one, and I think they actually both showed up really nice on the skin. The cheeks look good. To me, this side was a little smoother, but this is my more textured side of my face. I think they both showed up really nicely. I didn't see either side with the blushes accentuate the pores. The color payoff was really nice. This one is a little less pigmented than the Milani, but they both feel really nice on the skin. They both look really beautiful on the skin, and the color showed up really nicely. So you can't go wrong with either formula. And this is not a brand new formula. I want to say this is out almost 2 years now, but they're really, really good formulas. So I like both of them. So I can't really say one did it better. It's about what you like. They both are beautiful on the skin. Neither one of them enhanced the texture in my skin. The color payoff was nice, and the price is about the same, like maybe a $2 difference. So it's just a matter of what you like and the shades that you prefer. So you can't go wrong with either one. I thought this video was going to turn out a lot different than what it's turning out, guys, but so far I'm really liking everything that we used. It is so weird because I did not think that I would like it. So we're going to go into these bronzers. The Milani and the Covergirl bronzer. I have shade 3 and 4 in these bronzers, and I have shade 330 Sweet Espresso. Let me tell you the differences. I did not think that I was going to like these bronzers, and I did not think that they were going to show up on my face. So what happened was, when I tried them the first couple of times, I had cream bronzers on under them. So I was like, is that the cream bronzer showing up, or is that the actual bronzer? So today I was like, let me not use a bronzer because I wanted you guys and myself to see whether or not these were showing up. And when I say I was pleasantly surprised, I really was. So I'm actually very happy. I'm actually very happy with both of them. This one is more of a neutral. Even though it has those metallic, like, it has a lot of metallic particles in it, right? Let me just swatch it. I know I've done it in another video, but I'm going to swatch it again today. So this is the Covergirl shade. This is 003. So see how that one is like a little bit more neutral, but they're very much the same shade. It's just the formula is made different. And then now we have shade 040. Now what I will tell you, these are supposed to be baked on terracotta tiles. I guess it makes it like a more finely milled formula, and it's supposed to be like really smooth on the skin, and they actually look really beautiful. It gives a nice glow to the skin. What I'm gonna tell you about these two formulas right here, this number 3, the formulas are different, and I knew that they were different because I don't know if you could see the difference. So let me tell you what the difference is. Number 4 is more of a rough texture. That's the one that I said, it looks like it's more of a flat shade. It doesn't have as much dimension as shade 030. It feels more of a rough texture. The other one is very silky smooth. Shade 04 is not, but they both look equally as beautiful. Now, they're actually both warmer tones. This is warmer and more of a bronzy kind of look. It actually looks gorgeous on the skin. I did not think that I was gonna like it. I'm telling you, I didn't. And this one is more of a contour. It's more of a flat paddle, like they forgot to maybe add something. I don't know if that is the way they meant it to be. This is the Covergirl shade 030 from Milani and shade 040 from Milani. So they're actually all very nice shades, and they actually all show up. I'm impressed, and I'm very happy because I do like the formula of the bronzers. And even though shade 040 is more of a textured feel, they still look beautiful on the skin. They show up the same way. I think they're gorgeous. Now, to me, I feel like you definitely see more of a glow on this side, but then again, when you look on this side, you do too. So they actually both look really pretty. So there's really no best of this because they both look gorgeous. Again, I said this is my textured side of my cheek, so I can't say one did more than the other one. They both look gorgeous. Even with the blush, like I'm impressed all the way around because I didn't think, it's like, oh, something's going back to the store, because you know I'd be happy to return something. I'd be like, let me go ahead and get my money back. But no, I'm gonna keep them all. I like the blushes. The blushes are gorgeous. This side with the blushes, the Covergirl True Blend Skin Enhancer in Please Please Pink and Rose Latte. Gorgeous on the skin, nicely pigmented, blurring, a slight luminosity to the formula, but nothing crazy. Now, the other night when I tried on these Milani blushes, I was like, oh my God, these are too metallic, but they're actually gorgeous on the skin. It was the setting spray that I used. The setting spray was a really dewy setting spray. So it just accentuated everything and made everything look like it was on 10. So it gave a very lifelike look, which is what I like from my makeup a lot of times. So the setting spray that we used today was a little more on the mattifying side, and everything looks gorgeous. So I love the Milani blushes. I love the Covergirl blushes. They're actually really gorgeous. As far as the highlighter is concerned, if you guys have been watching my channel, you all know I love highlighter. I've been kind of like toning it down a little bit because people used to be like, oh my God, your highlighter is too much. And I loved it because when I do my makeup and I walk in a room, I want to glow from across the room. Like, that's just me. That's just what I want. Like, I want my makeup to be like, oh my God, who beat your face? Yeah. So anyway, we use two similar shades of highlighter. This is the Catrice brand and this is the e.l.f. brand. This is brand new from e.l.f. Really silky, really smooth, really beautiful, really pigmented, really beaming but not overly beaming. It's gorgeous. I love it. So good. This one is really nice. A little bit chunky. It's not as smooth as the e.l.f. But would I get rid of it? No. I would wear them both. Not necessarily together, but I would keep both of them because they actually both look beautiful. Again, this is my more textured side of my face. This is my more smoother cheek. They both look gorgeous and I love them both. So there was no winners or losers in this video, and I'm surprised because the reason why I did this video was because I thought that one brand was going to outshine the other, and actually they did not. Even with the lip combo, I was like, okay, I'm going to try this from Revolution and I'm going to try this from e.l.f. And look at the lips. Can you tell that I have Revolution on this side and e.l.f. on this side? No, you cannot, because the formulas are very, very similar. This one is a little more glossy and a little more of a thinner formula, and this one is actually a little softer and thicker, but they both have similar color stories. Once I put the liner on and the gloss, you couldn't tell the difference. I'm happy with everything, my precious jewels. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this Who Did It Better series. Do you want to see more videos like this? You know, I have a lot of products that I could try. Who did it better? I think this makeup came out very, very gorgeous. You guys let me know in the comment section. I can't wait to hear from you. If you made it to this point in the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel. And if you have the ability to hype the video, I would love it if you would hype it. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. I love you, my precious jewels. I'm going to link another video on the screen so you guys can continue watching. And I can't wait to chat with you down below. Let me know what you think of this makeup. Let me know what you think of this concealer. And I will probably, when I pin my comment, pin something letting you know what I think about this makeup after a couple of hours. It's not a wear test today, but the skin looks gorgeous. You can't go wrong with anything. Everything that I use, guys, will be linked and listed below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And that's it for now.